This season may be one of the most highly detailed seasons we have ever gotten in the history of Fortnite. From secret tunnels with secret entrances, to extremely small details straight out of Japan, to Hope and Jones living together, and way more small details that I'm going to go through in this video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, if you somehow haven't seen this already, this is at Foxy Floodgate. This is one of the coolest details I have ever seen Fortnite do. These giant kitsunes carved into the side of the mountain, again at Foxy Floodgate. It is so cool, and I love this detail so much. Next, we have a Tanuki statue here that's just in the middle of a random POI. I just thought it was really cute, so I put that in here. It's so cute. Then we have Tanuki Twinkle, which is like a restaurant area, and it has these big fat Tanuki balloons flying above it, as well as all these Tanuki lights throughout the entire POI. And later on, there's actually a secret hidden area down here that I will show you. Next, we have these little lantern heads of Fishstick, Doggo, and Little Whip, and I just think they are super cute. The Fishstick one is actually Fishstick's Lego head version, so I thought that was really cool. But again, these are like traditional Japanese lanterns with Fortnite style. I love when they combine stuff like this. It is so cute, and I love this. Now we have this frog painting at the Flooded Frogs POI. There is so much frog iconography at this POI. I'm going to show you more later, but I just had to show you this one. It is, again, in like a traditional Japanese art style. It is so cool. I can't wait for the skin that we get for this POI, which I will tell you later, and I think it is pretty obvious, but we'll have to wait and see. Then again, here's just another cool screenshot I got. This area is so cool where you fight the boss on the floating island. It is so sick. Then of course we have the Christmas log cabin that is back, Crackshot's cabin, probably going to be used this year during Winterfest, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. Next, here is a gacha machine. If you don't know what these are very common in Japan. It's kind of like a mini little like lottery thing, I guess. Basically, you put in like a buck or two into these, and then you spin the thingy and you get a toy, and it's random what toy you get. So usually you want a certain one, you'll have to do it a couple times, but these are super common in Japan, and there are a lot of these throughout the map. Here is Naked Meowscles. I don't know what this is. If you know what a croquette is, I think this is a shop that sells them. I think it might be like muscle croquettes. I'm not too sure. Here is another gacha. I feel like this is going to be a skin or a style for one of the characters we already have. It is so cool, and I love seeing these details. Here's another one. I'm not sure if it's from this season or the mega season, but I thought it was so cool that I put it in here. I could see it being, again, another skin. Here is yet another gacha. This one's with Fishstick, and you can get a bunch of little different fish sticks. I thought that was so cute. And here is another gacha. This one is with Cluck, and there's like a little Cluck guy you can get here. I found an arcade, which is pretty cool because it's very common in Japan. I do think it's funny, this slurp thing on the side here, this is actually flipped. I think it's supposed to say power, but it's flipped, and it should be the opposite way. I think someone who was making the map put this on the reverse side on accident. But here is another PLE gacha, and there's a bunch of different PLE keychains you can get in this one. Then we have a bunch of darumas here, which is a common Japanese like decoration used in a lot of like not mythological, but just I don't know exactly the setting they're used, but it's like a very ornate thing, I guess. I don't know how to quite put it. And here is a Nikuman sort of little pop-up shop thingy called Cuddle Buns. Nikuman in Japan are little buns that have usually like pork and like onions inside them, and they're super good, and I want a cuddle bun. I want to cuddle on your buns, actually. I want to cuddle your buns. Okay, but next, let me show you the secret area. It is so cool. Basically, what you have to do is you go to the middle of Magic Mosses. What's it called? You go to the middle, make sure you bring a Sprite with you, because then you go down into it, keep breaking down, and you make sure you're holding a Sprite with you as you go to this area that I am showing you right now. Hopefully walk up to it, and then bro, the wall starts rising. It is so cool, but that's not all. You might think that's all. No, there should be a chest there. It might not be 100% spawned, but make sure you break the rock. And then once you break the rock, you go in. There's going to be a bunch of loot there. There's a sword. There's 2 boon chests. There is so much loot in here. It is such a cool spot. I love details like this, especially special entrances. We were trying to find if there was more on the map, but we couldn't figure out any. I thought Flooded Frogs might have another one. We tried some things and we couldn't figure it out, but This POI alone is so cool. The secret is awesome, epic. Please keep doing more stuff like this. Now, before we go on to some of the coolest secrets I have yet to show you, as well as just a lot of little details that I'm obsessed with, if you can, please subscribe. I have been trying to hit 30K subs for so long, so please subscribe. It helps out a lot, as well as using code JoJoJosiah. That is how I do a bunch of stuff like this Baymax cosplay. And if you want to see me be an idiot more often, use code JoJoJosiah. It helps out a lot. Thank you so much. Subscribe. Let's keep going. Okay, this may not seem like a cool detail to you, but I'm telling you right now, this is one of my favorite details in the game right now. In Japan, it is very common for construction workers to have these signs throughout their construction site saying that there's construction workers working here, danger signs, like there are big objects being moved, they could fall on you, they could hurt you, and they usually have these cute little signs that display like, hey, don't be over here, you're gonna get hurt. And there's a bunch of these throughout the map that are so cute, and I just love that they put Fishstick in a construction worker outfit, as well as it looks like he's gonna get like a 10-ton-pound object slammed on his head. And there's a few of these and I love them so much. Here is another one. Again, this is like a really common one where there's rubble or different things like falling down, so it's saying be careful, and it just looks so funny, like the big-headed fish stick, bro. I love this. I just took a screenshot of this because I thought this area was awesome, bro. Again, these are like traditional Japanese statues of the dragon dog thingies, and they're so cool. In the canyon POI, there is this like underground area that you can go to, and I noticed this fish stick looks like it is going to be a kappa skin. So don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get a kappa fish stick. If you don't know what a kappa is, it is a very famous Japanese mythology character. They're big turtles that are walking like humans, and they have basically little pools on their head with water, and if that water spills out, they die. And that kind of looks like what's going on here. I'm not for sure, but it definitely looks like a different fish stick. I think fish stick kappa would make a lot of sense, or we're gonna get some style, who knows, but I thought that I should point that out because I'm pretty sure that's what's happening here. Here is another one of the fish stick signs. Again, this one's like a tornado thing. I don't know if this is a teaser for tornadoes coming back. It kind of feels like it to me, but again, this is like a shelter area from the tornadoes, I'm guessing, because you're underground, you're probably safer. It's either saying there's tornadoes outside, or it's saying to come in here if there are tornadoes outside. I'm not too sure. It's so funny. He's getting swept away by the wind. Okay, here is more footage of another really cool thing that I found on the map. Again, it's pretty much in the middle of the Lost Lake POI. It is this giant mask under the water with glowing eyes. Now, I do not know what this could mean, but I do think it will have some explanation in the future. You have to go see this one time in your games. I mean, you're seeing the footage now, but see it for yourself. It is so cool. The details on this map are insane, bro. So make sure to go see it. Also, if you have found any cool details or anything on this map, please join my Discord and share them there. Don't feel afraid to ping me either. I want to see stuff like this. It is so cool. This map is so detailed. So if you find anything cool, please show me. And if there's enough people that do that, I'll make a part 2 to this video because this is the kind of stuff that I love. Now let's keep going. Here is another gacha. It is Peabody again. It's just so cute. Okay, now this might not seem like a big image, but I think this is going to be one of my biggest lore and theories that we will discuss later in this video. But in this specific one, it looks like the gnomes and the robots may be the new biggest rivalry that we've seen yet. There's a POI under the ground here, and you can just see them like kind of beefing throughout it. I think there's probably going to be something that goes on here. And again, you can see these little robots throughout the entire map. At this part in this city, you can see one of the robots in this dog shark thing's mouth. And again, I have a big theory on this later. At the side of the map, there is a small house that is filled with these robots as well. And here's one that I thought was really funny because he's stuck in the washing machine. And all I'm going to say is, if you know, you know. I need this as a skin. I don't know what to say, except I just need this as a skin, bro. It is so cool. Please make this a skin. Please, 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 please. Again, here's more gacha. There's a place where it's just full of them, and I thought it was really funny. This one here has different like skins too. There's Peabody and there's these ones, so I think these might have like some teasers on them. They're just really cool and they make me happy. Okay, there's an underwater like construction power plant thing. I think it's below Foxy Floodgates, and for whatever reason it has this guy as the mascot. It's just the world with a construction hat. I think it might be like Peely Power Plant because the electricity has like a little peel at the top of it, but he's just holding these electric bolts and it looks like he's getting shocked to death. I love this. I think this was in Mega City, but I could see this being a skin, so I just wanted to put it in here. Maybe maybe she'll be a skin this season. Okay, at this POI, again, at the edge of the map, I thought this was funny because it looks like the crab has a singular testicle with the disco ball that is below him. But I realized that the disco ball, along with the speakers that are here, probably are making a joke about Crab Rave, which I think is really cool. Here's my God tier Baymax cosplay. Again, if you want stuff like this, use code JoJoJosiah. Probably the most important lore you're ever gonna see in your life. We have confirmed bidets in Fortnite. If you don't know what a bidet is, it's a little stream of water that squirts up your asshole to clean it. And they have these all over Japan, and that's what this little device is here, along with the toilet. There should be a button on here, and you press it, and then up your butthole, the water goes, cleans it all out. Feels really good, actually. I love bidets. And yeah, I just thought it was funny that they're canon in Fortnite now. Speaking of toilets, I thought it was really funny that there's one just in the middle of nowhere here. It looks like a really pleasant place to take a shit. Okay, here's my crackhead theory. Right here, it says Freddy Z and Roxana. Freddy? Roxy? We have a POI named Foxy Floodgate. And the place where I took this screenshot is a bowling alley. Bonnie Bowl? I'm just saying we're getting a FNAF collab. And there's a POI called Night Shift Forest. Night Shift Forest, y'all. It's happening. I just thought this was really cool. This is like some sort of rice paddy. I've never seen one that quite looks like this where it like flows into each other, but I thought it was really neat. Again, crazy details on this map. Here's another really small detail. I don't think many people will know what these are, but again, these are actually used in Japan very commonly. When you go fishing, they use these as sort of anchors so they can throw their nets out. And we used to go to the beach, actually, when I lived there. I lived there for 5 years. We used to go to the beach and look for these because sometimes they would get detached from the nets, and we would collect these as long as a lot of other people would collect them because you could just find them washed up on the beach. And they'd just be old ones they don't need anymore. And so we would collect them, and they just look really cool. And I just thought it was really, really cool that they were in this as a little detail. Again, it just shows the amount of care and love that went into the season, because there's stuff like this that I never would have thought would have been in the game. It's such a small detail that you really have to know and live in Japan most likely to like know this stuff. So I thought it was really cool. Again, these are used for fishing, and I used to have a bunch of these because we would collect them, and they were super fun to search for on the beach. Okay, here is another detail inside the Froggy POI. Just these froggy pots I thought were so cute. There's so many frog detailings on this POI, and we'll go through them soon. All right, here we have another little robot doing his little tasks, and I'm gonna explain this theory soon, so just wait. Again, here's just another beautiful shot. I just thought it was so cool. This season looks so good. Here is another robot, and here is the cucumber farm. I'm gonna explain the lore here real quick. So this is the Kappa Kappa Pickle Co. And again, I already explained what a kappa was, but here is another little detail. In Japan, they have a thing called kappa sushi. And what kappa sushi is, it's supposed to be a piece of a kappa, which again is the mythical turtle creature. But secretly what it is it's just cucumber, and they just call it kappa sushi to make it more interesting. And there actually is a chain of a sushi restaurant in Japan called Kappa Sushi. And pretty much all I would get there in Japan was the kappa sushi, because I personally don't really like seafood. And so I just thought this was a really cool detail. And there's actually a truck of this in the game too that I'll show you soon. They also have these massive like vats for the cucumbers. I'm guessing it's to ferment them into pickles maybe? There also is a bunch of really cool details at the bird POI. They have a lot of convenience store items that are based straight out of Japan. Like again, these sandwiches you can see here, it looks like there's something similar to an onigiri rice ball, as well as little things full of chicken. And again, these snacks in the bottom right have something to do with watermelons, and I love watermelons, so I thought it was really cool. Again, this just reminds me like it's straight out of Japan, genuinely. And then again, one of the skins this season has the Kappa Pickles on his belt, which I thought was really cool too. Here again is another robot, except he's stuck in a golden toilet, which actually might be a reference to Midas, which is just crazy. And okay, let's explain the theory now. There are one of these signs here. It's a sign for these new robots that are called U2O, and it says something like, "We're better than you and we can do your jobs for you." Something like that. I can't remember the exact wording. And my theory is that next season, or one of the future seasons, I think a rogue AI, possibly even Amy, since we haven't had Amy back in a while, I think maybe an evil version of Amy, the corrupted Amy, is going to come back into these AI and just start destroying the island. Now again, maybe this is more evidence of it, but here's one stuck look at the net, it looks like he's happy, but I think these things are going to get resentful. And we're already using them as decoration and making them hold their own selves up. I think they are probably not going to be too happy, even though they look really cute. Here's just another detail I thought was cool. Again, the use of like Japanese here. Hideguchi, again, it just means entrance, but I just thought it was cool. Here's like a weird training area that looks really neat. Again, this is like an area where like samurai or ninjas would train. Well, it has one of these things, I think, used for like cutting and a bunch of like parkour areas, as well as this detail on the ground here. Kind of looks like a ninja star. Not sure if that's intentional, but again, here again is flooded frogs. This POI is so cool. I just love that there's frogs everywhere. I think we are going to get that skin from the survey of the frog girl with the Japanese attire on. She has that really cool frog hat. I think that's what we're going to see here, and I'm excited for that skin. She is one of my favorites from the concepts. Here again, it's just these robots being really stupid, but I think they're going to get mad that we're calling them stupid, and they're going to turn on us and kill us. Another detail from the frog POI. I thought this was really cool. I think this POI might have something interesting in the future where maybe it drains and we can go below it and there's secret stuff down there. We were trying to figure out if you could do that with a sprite, or maybe there's some secret there, but we couldn't figure out anything. So I think maybe a future update, or it's just going to stay flooded. We'll see. Again, more frog details, just really cool all over the place. Frog right here, 2 frogs here, frog on the door, like frogs everywhere. Here's another caution sign. This one is with Billy. It's in tripping. I thought it was really cute. Yet another robot on the windshield wipers. Looks like he might be getting flung back and forth as well. Probably not too happy about it. Here is the Kappa farm. Again, they're just farming so many dang cucumbers. And here's the truck. Again, super cute. They just look like, I don't know if it's supposed to be pickles or cucumbers, but yeah, it's just like a pickle car. It literally says Kappa pickles. So they're taking Kappa and making them into pickles. I just thought it's awesome. I need this as skin. Here's a fashion booth with this interesting looking fashion bunny guy wearing a nice suit. I think this will probably have something to do this season as well. Again, looks like he sells hats, shirts, all this stuff, like a fashionista bunny guy. Thought it was really cool. Might be a skin. Here's just a cute little elephant watering can that I thought was really cute. Okay, this kind of has multiple meanings to me. It's just like a family and they're playing in the water and he's jumping off into the water, but it also kind of just has the vibe of like this dude is going to kill himself. So I was a little bit concerned about this one. We're just gonna say it's a happy family having happy times in the water and not him walking the plank to his death. Again, more robots. I thought this sign was really cute. I think it's talking about like snacks, but again, it's Cuddle Team Leader as like a cookie. I thought that was awesome. Okay, I feel like this is going to have lore implications, but I'm not sure what it is. Maybe Ice King, I don't even know, something, but it's a frozen portal. Probably Winterfest, actually. Like maybe when this portal turns on, that's when we start getting all the Winterfest stuff. I don't know, but it's cool. Here's a sign for Cuddle Buns that actually shows the Nikuman you get, I think. It's super cute. Okay, Sushi. This Sushi guy has got to be a skin. There's no way. We saw him in the trailer and everything. Got to be a skin. I just thought this sign was awesome. Again, here's a bunch of rice and here's soy sauce, and looks like you're going to have some Sushi today. Here's a little POI that has all the pop-up like food booths. We got Mad Buns, Cuddle Buns. We got the fashion guy, some soba, and there's signs for all these different places on them, Kappa and everything. I thought it was really cute. And here's the battleground. And you notice in this, all of the weapons and everything are ginormous. There's big arrows, big swords, big staffs, big flags, and I think these are the big bosses we fight. They had a battle here of some sort, and I'm pretty sure it was probably epic. Some people were saying that this sword on the left might be Sephiroth's sword, which I don't think is possible since it looks like a battle here with a bunch of giants. Sephiroth's not a giant, he just has a giant sword, but maybe it's a tease. We'll have to wait and see for that though. At the bowling POI, all of the little robots are making bowling pins for the POI. I thought it was super cute. You can see the wood going in here and then it makes the pins, and then the little robot guy is packaging them. I just thought that was really cute. And then again, they're playing bowling here and the little guy is being the bowling ball. But again, here's where I think there's gonna be a feud, because this little robot is going to kill this gnome right here. I think there's a feud here brewing, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Okay, here is underneath the Tanuki Twinkle POI. There's a shop like right behind the Tanuki shop, and underground it looks like a hidden Fox Clan meetup area. You can see the banners, you can see right here all of these like little walls, you can see the details on them. Again, all Fox Clan related, and even the flip side of them have like a darker version. So I think Fox Clan is going to have a lot to do with this season. We'll have to wait and see though, but it is genuinely super cool. Here we have these little two bunnies that are meeting up. I just thought was really cute. And there's another place on the map where they're meeting up again. This is Mad Buns and Cuddle Bunnies. So I guess they're competing businesses, but maybe they love each other at the same time. Here's a tiny detail that I just personally love. Again, this is at the entrance of a house in Japan called the Ginkan. You can see the sneakers being put on this shelf as well as the slippers. This is very common in Japan because in Japan it is very common to not walk throughout the house in shoes. That is seen as unsanitary and rude, so you have slippers instead. Here's another little detail. There's a little onsen outside one of the houses, again used for showering, cleaning up, and having a nice hot bath. Here's a little campfire that's inside someone's house, and this is actually really common in old Japanese houses to have a campfire in the middle of a house. That's where you would cook like your fish typically, and it was very common to have it inside the house, and you would make your food on that and stay warm and have some nice grilled fish. Okay, this is awesome. It's just a little smiley face in the middle of like a random underground tunnel. There's some details like this. I'm not sure why they even did it, but they put a little chug barrel on a swing, and I just think it's cute. Like little push the little chug barrel. I don't know. It's cute. Here's another thing I love. These are like fish stick buns, or maybe they're desserts. I don't know, but I love them. At the wharf POI, there's these little banners. I kind of wonder if we're gonna get new fish soon. Maybe like we could fish these. Something about it's a pufferfish with like a unicorn. I don't know. It's really interesting. I would really like it if we got new fish. I don't know if this is new, but I just took a picture of it because it really reminded me of Psycho Bunny, which is a clothing brand. I don't know if it has any ties. Psycho Bunny doesn't have the one X eye. That is Mad Buns, but the chopsticks crossed in the back, it really does reminisce the Psycho Bunny brand. However, I think this is just the sign for Mad Buns. But I thought it was interesting that it was on a door like this. I forget where we found this, but this has got to be a skin. It looks like the Vampire Drift skin mixed with this new theming, so either a new style or something. I want to point out the X'd out eye again. The Mad Buns has the X'd out eye. I don't know if this has any relevance to that. However, I wonder if we're going to get an updated version for that skin, or if vampires are going to play a part of this season, meaning that one of the new guys might turn into Kato Thorn. Maybe. Here's a little koi pond in a restaurant. I thought this was really cute and really cool. Again, they're cooking like yakitori here. There's sushi and pet bottles and all this stuff. Super cute. I really liked it. Awesome detail. Here's another detail here. This is the 1,000 Faces. It's the guy that makes all the masks. As you can see on the left here is the baboon mask, which we have seen in the concept sheet. So we know that will probably be a skin very soon. And I think some of these other ones may be skins coming soon as well, which I will be very happy for. And the last detail is Hope and Jones are living together. Yeah, at Hopeful Heights, you just see a random POI where they're like together. Jones is usually out back like sweeping. I don't think this really has any meaning personally. I think they're probably just staying together. In the meantime, I'm pretty sure they just have like a daughter-father sort of relationship, and Jones is just helping her out. That's why he's kind of out back and she's inside. But again, please let me know if you find any details like this. I think they are so cool. They're some of my favorite things in the game. If you do, please send them in the Discord. Don't feel afraid to tag me. Use code JoJoJosiah if you want to support me more, and join my Patreon. It helps out so much. That's how I'm able to keep making content like this, how I'm able to keep paying my editors, my thumbnail makers, everything like that. It helps out so much. It makes me survive. And again, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 30K. I love you. See you in the next video. Peace. Thank you so much to all my Patreons for supporting the channel, and thank you Paragon for the extra crazy support.